Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Jack, or Nobledez, and welcome back to another Modding Monday. It's been a while since I've done one in relation to Universal Minecraft Editor. I believe I've missed out on a lot of updates, I think. And I do apologize for that, but now that we have Modding Monday kind of going again, we are going to get back into it. Keep in mind, Modding Monday isn't going to be dedicated to only the Universal Minecraft Editor like it kind of was in Season 1. But I will still be doing a lot of it. Actually, the majority of it will still probably be Universal Minecraft Editor. Anyways, one of the first biggest features that I did miss out on to show you guys is the new chunk locator. oPryze LP did a showcase on his channel himself, kind of going more into detail about certain things. I'll make sure to have a link to that video on the end screen, so if you do want to see him kind of show it off, he coded it, so obviously he knows more about it. That'll be in the end screen, so just pay attention to that and you can see him kind of show it off. If you don't know what the Universal Minecraft Editor is, or how to load your worlds onto it, or anything like that, make sure to click this video. Well, I mean, you can't click it on screen, but look in the description. I'll have a link to the first video I did on Universal Minecraft Editor, and in there I show you how to load up your world from your designated console. And dude, someone's doing construction work outside. It's loud. But yeah. Go to the first video. I do show you all the basics of the tool, and I show you how to load your world from your designated console or platform. Universal Minecraft Editor does support Wii U, might soon support Switch. That's probably on the low side, but I don't know. It supports Xbox 360, PS3, mobile devices, Bedrock, and supports pretty much every platform, which is why it's called Universal Minecraft Editor. Yeah. Anyways, right here, I do have a world loaded up. This is my Dreamcraft world, Dreamcraft 2.0, and I don't have anything loaded on here yet, but right here's the chunk locator. I did show this off in the first episode, but oPryze has kind of completely revamped it. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this, and you can see we already have all of this loaded. Now this looks pretty much like how it did before, only it's a little different now. See, what you can do now is actually zoom in. So if you just scroll up, that'll zoom into it. If you scroll out, that zooms out, and you can scroll in and actually see like a lot of detail in your world. Like you can see, we see the blocks, so we can see like what direction stairs and stuff are facing, and you can drag it to just like see like more of the world. So this right here is actually one of the floating islands from Dreamcraft. It's a giant floating dungeon, and in my Dreamcraft series, we are yet to explore this massive thing, but it's huge. We can go over here. You can see we got like a chorus plant kind of area, little kind of purple, like a purple dungeon thingy majigger. Right here is a woodland mansion. You can't see much of that because the roof is pretty plain, but yeah, you can scroll in and see like a lot of detail here, and it's pretty much the same as how it worked before. You can select a chunk, click open, and it'll open that chunk, and you can work with it. Except now, you know, it's a lot easier to find a chunk you want to modify. We can see the water too. Here's like one of the lakes with a little building here. It's like a little docking area, and obviously this does work in other dimensions as well. It probably typically won't work so well for a regular netherworld, simply because the top of the nether is like a layer of bedrock. But it is modded in Dreamcraft, so it's gonna be a little different. Right here we have it, and this right here is like the nether in Dreamcraft. We have a little boat right here. It looks pretty cool. You can see like a lot of detail. This is really cool. It's not loading like some kind of image either. It's actually loading like every single block. oPryze did a really good job with this. So right here's like a little dungeon. It's partially in the ground. Still looks pretty cool though. It kind of reminds me of his first original tool, which is something he now refers to as trash, but in all honesty, I think the tool was pretty cool, at least for its time. And what it had was, what did he call it? I think it was called Chunk Editor, maybe not, I don't know. But in that, it loaded individual chunks, and it would show you the blocks, and it allowed you to go through different layers and like replace certain blocks in here. And you might think like, why is that useful when you can just go in game and replace the block? Well, there's certain blocks that we couldn't exactly place in game without having certain issues. For example, like if you want to place end portals next to each other, first of all, we can't hold it anymore, and second of all, you can't place them next to each other because a block update causes it to disappear. You could like place those wherever you want in here, place blocks without block updates. So that means you could also place in like floating blocks, like floating sand, floating redstone, things like that normally wouldn't float. But that was in his original tool, and that's what this kind of reminds me of. I have a feeling he might add it in the future, but don't quote me on that because we don't really know if he's going to or not. But here, let me show off the end as well, just to show how this works. And again, my end is also it's also modded, but it does show like the outer islands as well. I don't know if I have the other ones here. Let me zoom out. Yeah, I don't think I do. Only one here. And this right here is kind of like a boss area. You can see it shows literally everything. Torches, we have barriers, everything. So it's really freaking cool. I'll go ahead and just open this chunk right here. You can also like still like type in certain chunks, click locate, and it'll find it for you. So that's still there for those of you who are wondering. But here, let me go back here and open this chunk right here. Click open, and you see it opens it, and we have like all our entities, our tile entities, everything. I haven't modded in forever, or at least save data wise. I was literally calling tile entities, and wow. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. I just wanted to show off the chunk locator. I believe this deserves its own individual episode just because of like how cool and like massive this is. I hope you guys make use of it. oPryze worked really hard on it, and you know, it sucks if you worked hard on it for nothing, so use it. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. As always, it's been your boy Jack, or Nobledez. If you want Universal Minecraft Editor, I'll have a link to my first video I did on it in the description. And there I explain all the basics, show you how to get your world from your designated console. I give a link to the download and everything, so if you haven't already, be sure to check that out. And if you want to see oPryze show it off and go more in depth with it, I'll have that here on the end screen, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. And yeah, so again, it's been your boy Jack, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.